border.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, SKN.
Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Mimi Armstrong. An overview of the weather today. It's 26 degrees and it's going to be mostly sunny with a 40% chance of scattered showers throughout the day. So I think again it's one of our kind of days where it's a little sunny, a little rainy, but always beautiful.
Always beautiful. All right, awesome. So we are continuing with the local news now, and the first story that we have for you in the local news is that the St. Kitts Nevis Customs and Excise Department is extending operating hours for the Christmas season. So this is to start on Wednesday, well, yesterday, December 22nd. The Customs and Excise Department has decided to extend its operating hours by 1 hour. So usually, Mimi, it would be from 8 to 4. Today, beginning yesterday, it would be from 8 to 5. And this according to the Assistant Controller, Roger Fifield. He says this is to facilitate the clearing of goods and items for the Christmas season. And he also says that if you or anyone else is unable or are unable to go to clear the items yourself, you are invited to use the authorization form available at the Customs website at skncustoms.com. So you do that, and you are reminded, of course, to take your IDs with you. So if you're clearing for yourself, you take your IDs. If you're clearing for someone else, a photocopy of their IDs would be necessary, but also a photocopy of yours as the person who intends to clear for them. So very good news on that front, extra hour to get those things in for Christmas.
I mean, Christmas is in 2 days, so if you don't have your items right now, I think you might just need to forget about them or get backup.
We're all about cheer. We're all about cheer here, so we're getting that. All right.
Fishers on Nevis benefit from safety device donation. 55 fishers on Nevis were presented with handheld global positioning devices, GPS devices, on December 28, 2021 by the Minister of Marine Resources through the Department of Marine Resources on Nevis. The handing over was held at the main pavilion at the El Comido T. Willett Park in Charlestown. Mr. Hoy Sargent, Permanent Secretary, while delivering his remarks on behalf of Honorable Alexis Jeffords, Minister of Marine Resources, said the key reason for the distribution was safety at sea. He acknowledged that fishers could be a very dangerous activity, and the use of technology could improve fishermen's safety, and it was an important investment by the fisheries and the government. So again, safety first. Of course. First. I know there's some fishers who believe that they're so in one with the sea that they don't need these devices, but yeah, a GPS I think would come in handy if you're in the middle of the ocean.
I don't know about oneness with the sea. Oneness with the sea for me usually involves going under, not necessarily finding my way back up. So kudos to those who can do that. All right, so finally on the local scene, hey, Nevis has been featured in the leading UK and weddings honeymoons magazine. Can you imagine that? So Nevis is listed among the top honeymoon destinations for 2022. Now that magazine has a print readership of roughly 30,000, let's say, wedding bell hopefuls. And let's talk about what was printed about Nevis. So Nevis is slated to have an easygoing spirit, which we know because I always feel transported when I go back there to another time, and it's a good thing. Breathtaking beaches, aquamarine waters, which we know, and also the colonial-style capital, which visitors are invited to explore. So apart from that, specific locations, the Four Seasons Nevis was actually listed for great accommodations. So great news that Nevis is one of the top 2022 destinations for honeymoons this year, Mimi.
I mean, Nevis, as you said, it's one of those places that transports you I don't think necessarily into the past, but you're just relaxed immediately. As soon as I get off the boat and I enter the pier, I'm like, I could inhale and exhale, and it's absolutely beautiful.
All right.
And the people are quite friendly.
We're going to go to Nevis tomorrow. We're not coming to work tomorrow, guys. We're going to Nevis tomorrow.
That sounds like a great idea.
I'm kidding, by the way. You gotta pay attention to what's going on here, right? So yes. So this brings us to the end of the local segment of the latest, and we will be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
On Good Morning SKN, and we're taking a look at the regional news. Government criticized for threatening to cut public servants' salaries, and I think we spoke about this a little bit today. I mean, previously, yes, but in a different country. Members of Parliament for Cova South, Randwin Indesang MP, has criticized the government for threatening to withhold public servant salaries if they fail to get vaccinated against the COVID-19 virus. MP spoke to the Guardian Medium following the hamper distribution ceremony at his constituency office in Camden, Cova. He argues that making vaccines mandatory for pay is a change in terms of conditions of employment for the public servants, and such changes in terms of conditions can only be done by the Public Service Commission. So, he said, mandatory vaccinations cannot be implemented unilaterally by employees, and while employers are permitted to introduce policy for new employees, consultation is mandatory for applying it to existing workers. So, it's not as easy as just saying like, okay, everybody needs to be vaccinated or you have to go home. I guess some legislation needs to be involved to back that decision.
You're never going to hear the end of this, it seems.
It's never. And I think when we were talking about it first, it was not in Trinidad, it maybe was in St. Lucia, this discussion back and forth. And I know in St. Vincent, they've been having riots and marches and protests. So I guess we'll be here for a little bit.
You will be. Actually, speaking of St. Vincent, I actually listened to an interview with an attorney representing police officers there who don't want to take the vaccine, and he has a novel argument, which we can get into maybe in the latest tomorrow. All right, so we're moving on to the international news, and Dutch prosecutors demand life sentences for those involved in the MH17 downing. So, as you remember, as you might remember rather, in 2014, Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 was downed over the eastern Ukraine by a missile. 298 souls died during that event. There are 4 Russians and 1 Ukrainian who have been charged with the downing, and they are actually being tried in absentia. So, interesting here that the life sentences are being sought, and life sentences are not normally sought in the Netherlands. But it says here that the prosecutor believes that it's important to underscore the importance of aviation safety and to send a message that such things should not be permitted. So that's the news on that front.
I actually do not remember that. I remember the plane that went missing. I don't remember that a plane was actually shot down.
Yes. It was just weird the way that they did it, and it made me afraid to fly a little bit, but then I'm one of those people who just gets back up, and I'm like, if it's meant to be that way, it will be that way, and I don't tempt fate or don't imagine that it's going to be any different, so it is what it is.
Okay.
But glad that they're going to be tried, unfortunately in absentia, but they're still going to be tried, and they're seeking the maximum penalty there for those. So, well, that brings us to the end of the latest, and we will be back shortly to begin the more fun and upbeat part of Good Morning SKN. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Good morning, SKN. Soups. Many people whip it up primarily during an onslaught of the cold or flu. Soups have so many benefits, and they're typically inexpensive to make and easy to prepare. Well, I don't agree that they're easy to prepare because I've never made one. But they keep us hydrated and full, as well as, they're incredible for the immune system. Here in the Federation, the Soup Cafe owned by Unoma Allen is the spot for persons seeking to enjoy a bowl of hearty soup and other dishes during their lunch hour. Unfortunately, with the onset of COVID-19, Unoma Allen, as well as many other business owners, were severely affected. Nevertheless, she persevered and adjusted her business model to accommodate the daunting experience of the newly introduced pandemic. This itself is a characteristic of Unoma, who throughout her life has pursued various goals. Unoma Allen is not only the owner and the visionary behind the Soup Cafe, but she describes herself as a jack of all trades, and she really is. She's here with us today to share exactly how she did it. Please join us as we welcome one of my favorite people,
Thank you for having me. Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I am fantastic, actually. Thanks for asking. And you?
I'm good. I actually haven't seen you for a while, so I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here
Well,
today.
now I know where you'll be.
So tell us, what was your inspiration for starting the Soup Cafe? I think I remembered when you did it that first time at a Christmas. Yes. That was right, yes, on that street by the circus. Yes, I remember.
You know your business, yes.
Yes.
Well, it all began from a child. Between the ages of 6 and 10, I knew what I wanted to be.
Really?
I don't know if there's a natural desire within every human being to find their purpose. And it's just that my spirit was very much alive and well as a young person. So it always was encouraging me to figure out, what do you want to do? So in everything I did in life, believe it or not, I would say, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And I would see various images on television around the society, and when I saw someone owning their own business, something jumped within me, and I felt, that's it. 2 things jumped within me, 2 areas, to be an entertainer and to own my own business. So all through my life, no one ever knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, because in our setting, an entrepreneur is for someone, and they look down on it in years gone by, it's for someone who's not academically strong, So they fall into it as a way to earn a living because they can't do the accounts or the maths or the science or the history. So in decades gone by, in our small federation, that was the view. So I never told anyone because I don't think people would have understood that's what I wanted to do. And so I've always looked through life as I went to university, high school, traveled. I always looked for an idea to pursue. That was it. So I did economics here as the front line, but in the background, it was always to own my own business. So it was just a matter of what will that business be.
So the question is now, how did you decide on soup? Were there things before, or?
Oh yeah, I had many ideas, many. And I would always say one of the gems in life is to have friends who are older than you and who are females. It's really, really important. I feel a successful woman needs to have either one or a group of females in her corner. And the older generation, you learn from them. Plus, they like to cook and they feed me. I don't like to cook. And I was able to bounce ideas off of them all the time. I pick up my phone and say, what about this idea? Two of them, Hazel Brooks, the first National Carnival Queen. Hello, Hazel. And Darlene Hodge, she is a member of the Baha'i Faith locally. I used to talk to them all the time. Now, soup now. One of my side loves, Mimi would know, but this is new to you, is fitness. I admire a fit body because I think it's the greatest work of art, the human body. And for someone to carve it in such a way that their muscle ratio is more than their fat ratio, it's a sight to behold. It's really beautiful. So I wanted to attain that before I left this earth. So I entered a swimsuit pageant. And as part of that swimsuit pageant, I had to eat 5 or 6 meals a day. I had to eat light. And one particular day, I didn't walk with my food. I was in town on 4th Street, and I thought, okay, let me run into this place and ask for a bowl of soup. And the lady said to me, today's Monday, come back Thursday, today is soup day. And as I left, I thought, well, why does soup have to be sold on a particular day of the week? And I thought, ding, 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 that's it. From since you were 6, you're looking for this business idea, you found it. And I wouldn't have found it if I didn't pursue my passion of trying to be fit. So I used the swimsuit show to be fit. And as a result of that, I found my business idea. I had no clue it would have come like that, but that's how it came. And because it came on 4th Street, I had to have the business located on 4th Street, which is ambitious because we maintain Bastille, not cheap.
It is
not cheap. And that's why I feel that when you're a business owner, spirituality is extremely important. You have to be able to get in touch with that other side of you. How do you do that? That's for you to figure out, but it's through deep thinking from my point of view and reading. And you have to awaken that element within you, and that element helps to guide you and helps to bring opportunity your way.
So you mentioned a little bit about, and you know you're not going to get away with just saying, well, I went into a pageant. Can you tell us about that experience? How was it for you? It was your first?
My first and last. My first and last. I have the utmost respect for people like you and others who you go through so much to do a pageant. It is courageous. You have to deal with self-doubt, you have to deal with fear, but while all of that is raging around in your mind, you have to keep a smile on your face. To me, that imbues you with what you need for life in general. Women who do pageants and men who do the same, y'all are heroic from my point of view. It was scary. It was extremely scary. And
you looked like you were having fun, though.
I got my six-pack girlfriend.
Yes, you did.
Six-pack. And I went through a lot with it. And one of the stories that come to mind is a colleague of mine called me and she says, you know, Ma, you were into your 30s. What are you doing? You're going in for a show with these little children? And I thought, wow, so this is your point of view of what I'm doing with my life? You think I'm being less than who I am supposed to be? She said, you're a professional. What are you doing? And my only response to her, because I'm in the confusion. I'm not busting a bad word or nothing like that. And the only thing that came to my mind was, I'm a human being first. And as a human being, I'm pursuing what I love and what I'm interested in. And apparently people on Facebook, they want one or two comments was, she ain't old, well, she don't go sit down. I'm like, wow. People think your life ends at 25, but no. Actually, life begins when you breathe.
Right.
Every day. It was scary. It was, oh my gosh.
I'm sure it stretched you.
It did stretch me in a very good way because I wanted to start my business since I was 6, but I was afraid because you're doing it in public and you're going to fall in public. And I thought, this is too scary to do. I know I need to do it. This is my dream, but I'm scared. So I thought as well, if you could do black sand, walk up and down on a stage, half naked,
right?
You think you could own a business? And the night after the show, I said, you know what? You got the gusto. You could do this damn thing. And I did it. God bless Black Sand for 2 reasons. Through the experience, I created the business. And secondly, it gave me the confidence to go and do it.
That's such a great story.
Pageantry is wonderful.
Well, we'll be back to hear more about your fascinating stories when we return. More Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
Flag, dance, and walk for the Power and Groovy Monarch Solar Competition this Thursday, 23rd December from 8 p.m. sharp. Groove and power up with Misha B, Desor, KO, Pino, Blade, Infamous and Takeover, Barry C, Statics, T-Bone, Jago and Tobap, Nine, and the reigning Groovy Monarch, Lucas H.E. Let's have fun, vibes, and energy all night for the Sugar Mask of the Monarch this Thursday, 23rd December at 8 p.m. sharp. Purchase your tickets for $40 on skncarnival.com and at the Carnival office in the E.C. Daniel building. Strict COVID-19 health and safety protocols will be observed.
Do you need your laundry or dry cleaning picked up and delivered? Well, Express Laundry has got you covered. We will pick up and deliver your laundry or dry cleaning to and from our partner laundromat fast and easy. Call our WhatsApp 660-7940 or 661-7717 for details. Express Laundry, bringing laundry and dry cleaning services to your doorstep.
Dance and walk for the Power and Groovy Monarch Solar Competition this Thursday, 23rd December from 8 p.m. sharp. Groove and power up with Misha B, Desor, KO, Pino, Blade, Infamous and Takeover, Barry C, Statics, T-Bone, Jago and Tobap, Nine, and the reigning Groovy Monarch, Lucas H.E. Let's have fun, vibes, and energy all night for the Sugar Mask of the Monarch this Thursday, 23rd December at 8 p.m. sharp. Purchase your tickets for $40 on skncarnival.com and at the Carnival office in the E.C. Daniel building. Strict COVID-19 health and safety protocols will be observed.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
And we're back here on Good Morning SKN with Unoma Allen, the owner of the Soup Cafe. Now we're going to find out how she sustains her business. But, a plug a little before that. I understand that, obviously, Mimi said that your business suffered like many others during the pandemic. And we were talking during the break about you were getting stuck in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So what can you tell us about those two things?
Yes, and my parents reside in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My father is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My mother is from Jamaica, but I was born and raised within the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. They moved here to work. When my father moved here to work, and of course my mother said, all right, I'll come with you. A few years later, I was born. So my father has always had his connection with his country, and his wish was to return there after retirement. So that was the plan from a long time. So I visit them at least once a year. Well, they forced me to, because I'm so busy, they harassed me to. So I was actually supposed to go last January, but I kept pushing it back. Finally got there in March, the day I was supposed to leave to come back home, the day before the borders closed. So I was locked out all of 2020, and I returned, all of 2020, all of 2020, and I returned at the end of January this year.
Wow.
So my business, the doors were closed, because the practice is, because we're so small, I don't have a staff that can manage, everything, a sized staff. So we normally close. So everybody gets holiday when I get holiday. So we normally close. So I never expected that it would have been closed for the entire year. Yes.
So can you tell us a bit of what that experience was? You're with your parents, so I guess you're happy to be with your parents.
Correct.
But at the same time, your business is closed, that's a very long time.
Rent is adding up,
expensive.
TDC on their end, but at least my workers were okay in terms of earning a job. I organized things so that they could still earn a living, believe it or not. And it was...
Any silver linings?
Let me tell you something here. I mean, I know the time period was difficult for many all over the world. People lost family, friends, and loved ones. But can I say, for me, my truth, it was one of the best things that has ever happened to me.
Really?
It is. Boy, I'm going to tear up a bit. When you're a single individual running a business, at least for me, it's, and I guess because some people say I'm an alpha, so I take on a lot on my own. It's extremely difficult to do what I do. I help with the prepping, I help with the cooking, I do the shopping, I manage the finances, I have to figure out the marketing. If there's an issue maintenance-wise, I have to solve it or find someone to solve it. I don't have a car, so I catch a bus and walk to get my groceries, or take a taxi or something like that, or hire someone to just run down the road for me to do something. It's a lot. It's a lot. And before COVID, I had a vehicle. I've sold it since to help, generate some funds to start back the business, to restart the business. So it's a lot of work. I consistently don't get 8 hours sleep, considering that. And my body needed the rest. It absolutely needed the rest. And in the back of my mind, I was saying, my God, if you continue like this, when you're in your 50s, your 60s, your 40s, you're going to suffer. You are going to suffer. And I had to find a way. I couldn't figure out how I was going to do it. I had to find a way to relax. My gym attendance was stopping. I mean, it was not good. It's not good at all. And then COVID came. COVID allowed me to sleep. Oh my gosh. It allowed me to rest and to retool. So I know when I'm 85, I'm going to be like, woohoo, thank you for COVID. It has extended my life. In addition, what it did was allow me to think, because I didn't have the luxury of thinking as a business owner of what are we going to do next. We would always have conversations at the cafe, myself and my colleagues, always. What can we do? But I needed to be able to establish the direction, and my colleagues would say, okay, this is how we can do it. I needed to think, and I did not have the time to think as to what the business was going to do. And that time gave me time to think. It was beautiful. Yes, I had rent to pay like crazy. Yes, I had my mortgage to pay. I was not earning a living. I'm not working for government, so I don't have my genuine, my guaranteed salary coming in. It was difficult. There were moments when I would get up during my rest. I would get up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I don't want to be up. But the anxiousness within me woke me up and told me, you need to worry. So it was difficult. It was mentally difficult, but at least at the same time, it was one of the greatest things that had happened to me. And it allowed me to restart the business, if you will. And a lot, you know what's available a lot now because of COVID? I said, look at how are you? There are a lot of funding available right now to help businesses retool and get themselves back on firm ground. This was never happening in my, when I started the business. I would always try to whisper to government officials, we need to have grants. If you're serious about wanting to grow businesses, you need to have grants. Because I had the luxury of doing a master's, and I did my thesis on developing venture capital within the OECS. And I saw how these developing countries, they would tell you, don't pay your reduce your civil service size, or don't pay for health, or don't, have a school meals program, you're running up your deficit. No, don't take them on. In the 1940s, after World War II, they threw a lot of money into growing small businesses, a lot of venture capital. And that's what we need to do, or find something equivalent to help us grow. Because we're not them. We are smaller, and nobody cares about giving us reparations. Grant money is important. I'm like, why aren't y'all having grant money? Why aren't y'all there? They were like, nice, nice girl. I know what I'm talking about. If you're serious, you have to not burden people with debt when they're starting out. Because if you're doing that, debt can be good because it can drive you. Because Lord, I got to pay. So I have to find creative ways to exist. But at the same time, you're holding someone back. You're holding a business back. But so there's a lot of grant funding out there right now for small businesses all over the world because of COVID. And I'm really happy for these businesses, myself included.
Quite naturally. We have, I guess, time for maybe one final question. Sure. And in talking to you during the break, I realized that you said that because you're a jack of all trades and because of your experience and your approach to life, there have been moments when other women have approached you. What can you tell us about that?
It's a great honor. Fear is a natural thing to any human being, but I think living in a smaller country where people are always in touch and seem to be open with telling you how to live your life, very much in a smaller country because of the community link we have with each other. So a lot of people consider others first before they consider pursuing what's natural to them. And I seem to be an individual who people want to come, women in particular, wish to come and speak to about whatever goals or dreams that they have to pursue, because they feel that I have a different point of view, and I've shown that in my living, and I would respect whatever they have to say and give them a sort of boost, if you will, when they want to pursue something. And I think that is the greatest honor ever. If I am someone whose purpose is to say, go for it. And when you fall, call me, and I'm going to tell you, go for it again. And when you fall again, call me, and I'll tell you to go for it. Because falling on your face and failure are the greatest lessons you can get. You can get wisdom from failure. So fail forward, as they say. Don't be afraid to do it.
I want to thank you, and I know Mimi really appreciates your words. Absolutely.
As always. Inspired as always.
Conversations as well, so I know she knows what I mean.
I suspect that, yes. So thank you for stopping by and sharing your personal experiences with us and our viewers. We'll be back with more Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
Do you need your laundry or dry cleaning picked up and delivered? Well, Express Laundry has got you covered. We will pick up and deliver your laundry or dry cleaning to and from our partner laundromat fast and easy. Call or WhatsApp 660-7940 or 661-7717 for details. Express Laundry, bringing laundry and dry cleaning services to your doorstep.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies, and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16 and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me know you know that. Big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cooked today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me go!
Let go what? Yeah, let's see what real happening. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
The reason mom and dad fight, when are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Hey, my friend, what going on?
Not a thing. I just here cooling under this tree, about to eat a mango or two.
Where you get mango from all now?
Boy, Auntie Rose bring me some mango this morning.
Oh, gosh. What you hit me for?
You give me something to put on?
Girl, you can't just come tempting me with these juicy round pally mangoes and expect me not to want some.
Just because something looks appealing and you want it, doesn't mean you are entitled to it and that you should touch or take it. Your mother ain't teach you manners. Ask for consent first before you touch up the mango them.
But why ask? And if it's dear, it's dear. Just take it. Why ask?
Simple. If it is mine and you ain't asked for it, it is called, wait for it, stealing.
That's true. My bad. Okay. May I please have some mangoes?
I don't know. After that spectacle, I ain't sure I want to give you any.
You see that? But I ask.
Just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give. It is still my mangoes.
So what you tell me ask for then?
Because consent is everything. Had you asked first, I would have been more inclined to give you one. And just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give you. You got it?
Okay, I got it. Now, may I please have some mangoes?
Only because you're my friend and I like you. But that still don't mean you're entitled to it.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Good. Don't leave your mango skin on the ground, eh?
If you understand the importance of asking for someone's consent for a mango, then it shouldn't be too hard to understand consent when it comes to sex. The power of consent is everything. Ask first.
If you or a friend has been sexually assaulted, please call 465-5000 for the Counseling Center.
This message was brought to you by No Judgment SKN and sponsored by the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the Department of Gender Affairs, and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. In this segment, we will be discussing Christmas meals. On Christmas Day, the lunch and dinner tables are filled with mouth-watering, well, that depends on whose house you're in. But anyway, filled with mouth-watering dishes. That's what we're telling you, right? So here in St. Kitts and Nevis, rice and peas, macaroni and cheese pie, and scalloped potato pie. Potato pie, okay, I call it scallop. Well, yeah, different things. Turkey, ham, this is a lot, boy. Rum cake and fruit cake are just a few. No, this is a whole whatever week's worth of belly filling things. Yeah, all right, whatever this is. these make our Christmas meals. So however large the table spread comes at a hefty expense to our purses and wallets. That is true. So today, Mimi and I will share some tips on how you can make your Christmas meals on a budget. Mimi's a chef.
I may not be the best person to talk about because if I have my last $20, I'm going to buy something good to eat, and then whatever happened after that happened. But let's pretend. Yes, we'll talk about eating on a budget. So our first tip is something that I like. I love, actually. I mean, as my dad is a farmer, buy produce from the local market. There's so many benefits of buying produce from the local markets. It's cheaper, healthier, fresher, and it supports local farmers. And as we mentioned, the last night was the night market. It actually went up until 10 p.m. and I got to go there. And there were so many vendors, so many patrons. So I was really excited to see so many people turn out. And yes, fresh food, locally grown, you know that's grown with love. So I did purchase some local produce.
So you're going to be cooking for Christmas some of what
I'm not. I purchased it so that somebody could do the preparations.
Weren't we supposed to be pretending?
Okay, yes, I'll be pretending to be making a salad for Christmas Day.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Number 2, plan your Christmas meal menu. So, okay, you got to plan in advance, right? So apparently this is supposed to help overspending and purchasing unnecessary items. So I gotta say, I feel you on this because you could plan it, but when you get into that store and your hand is, following your eye to something on the shelf, those plans go out of the door.
They do. They do. They definitely do. I do. Again, I'm not the best person to talk about budgeting on meals because, I don't. When it comes to eating, Create a grocery shop. So see, this is what's going to stop your hand from venturing off. Create a grocery shopping list. After you've created your menu, go through each meal item and write down the ingredients you need so that when you head to the grocery store, you'll have, you'll be focused. You'll have focused vision.
I love how, this is so idealistic.
It is very idealistic.
Do you have time to do that, really? Hey.
Let us know in the comments if you do write a budget, if you do write a list, and if you stick to it. Let us know. We want to know if we're, on the same page.
I'm actually not bad at eyeballing the price of things, and then I go, okay, I have $100. This is what we're going to do. So
you go to the grocery store at $100?
Well, hey, that was years ago.
For sure.
Number 4, check your pantry before you shop, and after you've created your grocery list of each ingredient you think you need for your Christmas dinner. You might find that you already have many of the ingredients on hand. And that's important because not only will you find that you have the ingredients, but you'll know what's missing, right? So that happens. Sometimes you get home and it's like, wait, but I can't make this because I forgot clove or whatever it is. So make a list.
All right. Find cheaper alternatives. Yes, we all like eating gourmet food. And the truth is all of us can't afford it. Well, I can. Swapping out some of your more expensive items for cheaper alternatives won't kill us.
It might kill me. It won't kill you. This is so funny.
If I don't get Kraft macaroni and cheese and I have to buy like some other kind of brand, I might actually die. So,
my God. Listen, we're going to go to Mimi's house for Christmas, all right? Because we're going to eat gourmet style, all right?
Yes.
Invitation to you guys in the studio.
You're giving invitations to other people to come to my house?
You offered me a plate not too long ago, so I'm offering my plate to somebody else, right? All right, here we go. Number 6. Shop around. Lots of shops and supermarkets will be offering discounts, and you'll often find one is offering a bargain price for turkey, where another is the place you stock up on fruits. Now, this is very interesting to me because this is some good advice, but I also find that it tends to be a little more expensive if the supermarkets are not close. Because while you might be saving on time or you might be saving on money, you're actually spending gas to shop around.
Exactly.
So it's touch and go for me. I don't know. What do you think?
And again, I mean, since I've started like living on my own, shopping around is just, I really don't like grocery shopping because I don't like the fact that I have to go here for one thing, go to another store for another thing. So shopping around is not my thing. Whatever I could get here at this one spot, because as you said, time, like if I go shopping around, I'm spending so much time, I can't get my time back. So but for you guys watching, it's fine to shop around. And I do know that some grocery stores do post like if they're having specials. I think Ram sometimes has like if you buy a turkey you get a free ham, something like that. So maybe you could see on social media, what specials maybe at different stores, so at least you know ahead of time.
Quick question for you, Mimi. Do we see coupons anymore? Do you guys see
In
coupons
St.
anymore?
I don't know if we've ever had
cut out
coupons.
and take them to the store.
Yeah, have you watched any of those shows where like people get to buy like a whole truck of groceries with like spending $20 because they're extreme couponers? Yeah.
Hey,
That wouldn't be me.
We should try that so that everyone enjoys the better part of Christmas. Supermarkets, guys. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Nice plug.
Don't go overboard with Christmas dinner.
You're gonna pretend.
I'll pretend I'm doing it. Make sure you know exactly how many guests you will be attending Christmas dinner. There is a difference with the amount of food, with the amount of people you'll get. You know, if you have 10 people versus 5 people, the amounts are going to be different.
It depends on the people.
It does depend on the people.
That being said, we're famous in these parts for, you know, the takeaway bag. You ever notice that? You invite a bunch of locals over to your house and everybody wants to collect something. Does that work for you guys? I don't know. Mimi still?
I mean, sometimes I do plan, like last Christmas I planned for maybe 6 or 7 people. But then at the end of it, I had to be like calling like, you guys, I got more food, and different people came through. So, I mean, and as the historian who was with us the other day said, he said it's in our spirit to overcook because our ancestors used to cook and cook for the community so people would come over and eat. So it's just a spiritual thing to overcook.
We're going to pretend again. Mimi's cooking for the community.
I'm not. I'm not cooking for the community, but 1 or 2 of you may be able to come and get a plate. 1 or 2 of my gourmet food that I did not budget for.
I don't know if we're pretending anymore. Are we pretending still?
Yes, I'm still very much pretending. This is an act. So yeah, we're talking about Christmas meals on a budget. If you guys have any of your own tips and tricks as to how you shop on a budget for Christmas, can you drop us a comment in the bar below and let us know what you do? If you're like me who likes gourmet food and, you know, I'm going to spend my last $100 on food as opposed to anything else, you could also let me know as well so I don't feel alone. All right, you're watching Good Morning SKN. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with some other fun things.
This and walk with a power and groovy Monarch Solar Competition. This Thursday, 23rd December from 8 p.m. sharp. Groove and power up with Misha B, Desor, KO.
Hey, my friend, what's going on?
Nothing. Just here cooling on the street. About to eat a mango or 2.
Where you get mango from all now?
Boy, Auntie Ruth bring me some mango this morning.
Oh, gosh. What you hit me for?
You give me something to put on?
Girl, you can't just compete me with these juice around mangoes and expect me not to want some.
Just because something looks appealing and you want it doesn't mean you're entitled to it and that you should touch or take it. Your mother ain't teach you manners. Ask for
Check me area code, direct me area code. Anywhere me go, you know me touch the road like this, touch up the road like this, touch up the place like this, touch up the stage like this. Come rep your place, rep your flag, where you from, who you are. The world is a stage, so showcase like a star. We little up, we begin that we come from far. Let me take it to the world, so I carry us down. So we roll, yeah, high performance anytime we touch the road, yeah, that's how we roll.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Christmas time is riddled with voices singing Christmas carols. Jingle Bell Rock, Oh Holy Night, Away in a Manger. I remember that one from primary school. Three Kings are just a few of our fan favorites. Well, guess what? Today, Jamie and I have a special, well, I hope that it's special, treat for you. We'll be doing Christmas karaoke for our expression segments. He'll start by singing Christmas Time.
Is here, the Sarah McLachlan version,
right,
featuring Diana Krall.
That's the one from Charlie Brown's Christmas movie, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I will be singing All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey, another crowd favorite. So without further ado, presenting to you, Jamie Morris.
This is the comedic version, by the way, all right? Definitely the comedic version. Let's see if the voice lives up to what it should. We'll see. Christmas time is here. Happiness and cheer. And for all the children called their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, all that we could always see, such spirit through the year.
Woo! And the crowd goes wild. Woo! Is this one of your favorite Christmas carols?
It is one of my favorite Christmas carols. I like the fact that there's the music and it's slow and it's, melodic and all of that stuff, and got me into the falsetto a little bit. I'm like, uh-oh. It was like, uh-oh. Christmas time. But hey, yeah, we worked it out.
Yeah. It makes me feel warm and cozy and fuzzy inside. So,
right.
Yeah, that works.
It's not what's in your cup, right? Okay, just checking.
May also be what's in my cup, but...
What's in Mimi's cup? That's the next thing that we're going to play. After yesterday, what's in Mimi's cup? All right. So, Mimi, we are... Yeah. You're going to sing now, aren't you?
I think so. Or I'm going to try.
Oh, apparently no. We're going to take a break because I know that you need to prepare. Get your... I told you that was my B+ game, right? So whatever happens, guys,
but
that was
Jamie
my
brings his
game.
B+ game every day.
Oh, boy.
As opposed to A.
Oh, it just got dark in here. Okay, so we're going to take a commercial break, and we will be back in a moment for Mimi's performance. All right, stay tuned.
The St. Kitts Diabetes Association wants to encourage you to remember the association's gospel, abbreviated TEAM, in order to maintain good control of your diabetes. T, you must test your blood sugar regularly. E, you must eat right with decent quantities of vegetables and fruits and eliminate sugary products. E, you must exercise frequently, at least 4 to 6 times weekly for 30 minutes or more each time. And M, you must take your medication as prescribed by your healthcare provider. If you follow this gospel, you will significantly reduce your chances of encountering the dreaded complications associated with poor control of diabetes, namely kidney failure, blindness, heart disease, stroke, and amputations. Visit your healthcare provider regularly to ensure good control of your diabetes and to access early intervention in case of any unexpected complications. Come and join the St. Kitts Diabetes Association and add your voice and your efforts to those working to ease the burden of persons living with diabetes. Thank you.
Well, it's the time in our show here on Good Morning SKN when after that break, when Mimi was doing backflips, I think they said you were doing, right? She's going to bring her, well, I said that was my B+ game, so she's going to bring her A game here as she sings. What's the title? Mimi Wants It All for Christmas? I'm joking. The title is All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it's the Mariah Carey version. So, Mimi, take it away.
I feel like one of those kids when they do the church concert. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents, only need the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my, I do, there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy and he would. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. You, baby, oh, I won't ask for much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. And Jamie's supposed to be doing the backup. Underneath the mistletoe, I will make a list and send it to the North Pole for St. Nick. To hear those magic reindeers play, 'cause I just want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? All I want for Christmas is you. I'm doing an interpretive dance. I forgot that part. That part is hard. Laughter fills the air, and everyone is singing. Say what you. Yeah, that's up there. I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just want to see my baby standing right outside my door. For my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Baby, all I want for Christmas. Yeah, Jamie, take that prize. got it. Yes, it's Mariah Carey, so all her notes are all the way out there. But yes, not a song that's true to me. I would like a lot for Christmas, actually. And
I said it right the first time.
I would like a lot, and I would like my stockings to be stuffed and all those nice things. But let us know what's your favorite Christmas carol. Maybe we might invite you in the studio to give us a little drink. I mean, we only have one. There's 2 more days until Christmas.
Yeah, so tomorrow is our last day.
So tomorrow's our. I mean, we
Christmas
might see if we could bring somebody to sing another song, a professional, trained professional. But yes, let us know what your favorite Christmas songs are. What you'll be listening to tonight while you have your hot coffee and you make your final, Christmas decorations. I still have
Maybe trying to convince us that it's still coffee in the cup, people. All right. So yes.
But yeah, you've been watching Good Morning SKN, and again, time is rolling. We have a lot more in store, actually, so stay tuned.
You're watching Good Morning SKN with Mimi Armstrong and Jamie Morris, live on Studio 327. No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Do you need your laundry or dry cleaning picked up and delivered? Well, Express Laundry has got you covered. We will pick up and deliver your laundry or dry cleaning to and from our partner laundromat fast and easy. Call or WhatsApp 660-7940 or 661-7717 for details. Express Laundry, bringing laundry and dry cleaning services to your doorstep.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Piss and walk for the Power and Groovy Monarch Soca Competition this Thursday, 23rd December from 8 p.m. sharp. Groove and power up with Misha B, Desor, KO, Pino, Blade, Infamous and Takeover, Barry C, Statics, T-Bone, Jazzo and Tobap, Nine, and the reigning Groovy Monarch, Lucas H.E. Let's have fun, vibes, and energy all night for the Sugar Mass Soca Monarch this Thursday, 23rd December at 8 p.m. sharp. Purchase your tickets for $40 on skncarnival.com and at the Carnival office in the E.C. Daniel building. Strict COVID-19 health and safety protocols will be observed.
Do you need your laundry or dry cleaning picked up and delivered? Well, Express Laundry has got you covered. We will pick up and deliver your laundry or dry cleaning to and from our partner laundromat fast and easy. Call or WhatsApp 660-7940 or 661-7717 for details. Express Laundry, bringing laundry and dry cleaning services to your doorstep.
Check the area code, direct the area code. Anywhere me go, you know me touch the road like this, touch up the road like this, touch up the place like this, touch up the stage like this. Come rep your place, rep your off for the Pella and Groovy Monarch Soca Competition this Thursday, 23rd December from 8 p.m. sharp. Groove and power up with Misha B, Desor, KO, Pino, Blade, Infamous and Takeover, Barry C, Statics, T-Bone, Jabbo and Tobap, Nine, and the reigning Groovy Monarch, Lucas H.E. Let's have fun, vibes, and energy all night for the Sugar Mass Soca Monarch this Thursday, 23rd December at 8 p.m. sharp. Purchase your tickets for $40 on skncarnival.com and at the Carnival office in the E.C. Daniel building. Strict COVID-19 health and safety protocols will be observed.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me
Let
go!
go what? Yeah, let's see what real happening. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
The reason mom and dad fight, when are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492. Special Victims Unit 662-7077. Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Now, as you know, if you've been watching us for a while, we here at Good Morning SKN are spreading the Christmas cheer. We're having a series of giveaways, and yesterday our winners of the Chop Shop gift certificates won 1 full hour of body massages, and they were Malika Howell and Melena Knight. Congratulations to both of you. Now it's giveaway time again. This is the best time of the show, it seems. So this is giveaway time again. And for today's giveaways, we've partnered with Nutrita Growth. Nutrita Growth, I love the name. Nutrita Growth, which is made up of a mother and daughter team. Ariana Huggins, who's the daughter, and Avis.
Yes.
Avis. Surname, Avis. I know he was Avis, that's the proper.
Yeah, Avis Crosley Thomas.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Avis Crosley Thomas, who's joining us here. Who are joining us here. Right now, we are going to talk with Avis. And Avis, tell us about Nutrita Growth.
You know, my daughter is the owner, the producer of Nutrita Growth. And it all began, so as a matter of fact, yesterday I was going through some files, sorting some files, and I found this. And I usually ask my children at the beginning of the year to list goals that they would like to achieve for the year. And so while I go through this, she listed spiritual, personal, educational, vocational, physical, relational, emotional, and occupational goals. And her spiritual goal, I know this is like an embarrassment for children whose parents are listing these things, but one of her personal goals was to get my license. Her spiritual goal is to pray more, start coconut oil business, educational goal to go to university, vocational to learn new things, painting, art, and so forth. And down here, occupational again, she has to get a job and start her oil business. So when I was going through this, or when she gave me them at the beginning of the year, I said, how can I support my daughter to achieve these goals? And of course, she's very determined and very focused. So she got her license. She started praying more. We go to church very regularly. And she's now in university. So these are goals that she has achieved, yes. And of course, she started Nutrita Growth. So I said, she came to me with her interest. She said, Mommy, I want to do this and, you know, create oils and whatnot for hair and so forth. She's into hair stuff. And I said, how can I support you? Well, I said, I'm going to invest her first 5 bags of coconut. So I'll pay for those first 5 bags. And every Sunday I will see her work hard. Sometimes we will be there grating out coconuts, for her to brew and whatnot and make the oils from scratch. And she did all that every Sunday and created these oils. Then she got her friends involved to promote and, sell to her friends and family and whatnot and promote the business. So she has been doing really well. She has been focused and she has very determined spirit. So she got everything done according to what she wanted to do. So that was basically the beginning of Nutrita Growth.
This is amazing. When I learned that you were coming today, I actually did some digging on Nutrita Growth. And I went on your Facebook page.
Okay.
So Nutrita Growth is a relatively new business, started
Just this year.
Yes. So you're on Facebook for our followers who want to know.
Okay.
And
Instagram as well.
Instagram as well. All right, awesome. So you mentioned hair products. Coconut oil. Is that
coconut oil?
The signature product?
That's the signature product, and it's made from, it's cold pressed. So it's unrefined. She used to make it from scratch, but of course she left for university and left me to do all the hard work, which I can't do on my own. So she gave me some instructions as to how to do everything. So that is what I do now.
So she's managing you from afar.
She's managing, very, very good at managing me. Before she left, she wrote down everything. Mommy, these are the instructions, and you must follow them to a T. Not too much peppermint, not too much castor oil. Make sure the measurements are correct.
So she's bossing mommy around. This
Very
is a coveted
much so.
position. All right. Well, we'll be back to talk more about Nutrita Growth and, of course, to give away what you brought with you today for our 2 lucky viewers. And hopefully talk to Ariana when we get back. So
Yes.
we'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned, everyone.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Piss and walk for the Power and Groovy Monarch Solar Competition this Thursday, 23rd December from 8 p.m. sharp. Groove and power up with Misha B, Desor, KO, Pino, Blade, Infamous and Takeover, Barry C, Statics, T-Bone, Jago and Tobap, Nine, and the reigning Groovy Monarch, Lucas H.E. Let's have fun, vibes, and energy all night for the Sugar Mask of the Monarch this Thursday, 23rd December at 8 p.m. sharp. Purchase your tickets for $40 on skncarnival.com and at the Carnival office in the E.C. Daniel building. Strict COVID-19 health and safety protocols will be observed.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Okay, stay there. All right, so we are back on Good Morning SKN. We're in the segment where we're talking about our giveaways. You know, it's Christmas and everyone is glad to open their laps for what we can have and give them, right?
Mhm.
We're here with Avis Thomas, and we have via Zoom her daughter, Ariana Huggins, who started this business of Nutrita Growth. So Ariana, welcome to this show.
Thank you.
I was just saying to your mother, I was asking her actually if this is the first time that you two have been interviewed together.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
All right, so this is one for the books. So your business is very new. Congratulations on the start of it. You're also pursuing studies at university. What is it like to be a successful entrepreneur at such a young age while pursuing studies and getting to boss your mom around from wherever you are?
Uh-huh. It's kind of stressful at times because sometimes you don't get the sales you want, but you should, you gotta be grateful regardless. And with studying plus managing everything, making sure mommy do everything correct. It is a lot. It is a lot. But thankfully, my mother is such a kind and wonderful person that she helps relieve my stress by, taking over, doing the heavy lifting,
Yeah.
orders, etc. while I'm away at university.
All right, this is amazing. So very quickly, what issues were your products designed to solve?
So okay, my product helps with dry hair, dry scalp. It also helps promote hair growth, and it causes your hair to get thicker. So yeah, those three, because coconut oil helps moisturize hair, and peppermint and castor oil helps to promote hair growth and help thicken hair. So yeah.
Well, that's great. I know that your product will be coveted by many people. It's a really good product. And two of our lucky winners today will get, I guess, Avis, why don't you tell us what they will receive for the giveaway today?
Well, for the giveaway today, you can get the squeeze bottle. Sorry, hope it don't fall. You get the squeeze bottle, which is 2 ounces, and it's 2 ounces. Yeah, this is correct, right, Ariana? Okay, 2 ounces. So you get 2 of these for the giveaway, as well as scrunchies. So you can get a bottle of squeeze bottle for the coconut oil, as well as a scrunchie for your giveaway. And of course, there are others that we can promote, but these are for sale, of course. And you have the 150 millimeter, you have the 300 millimeter, as well as the dropper bottle. Most people like the dropper bottle because you can apply it, how you feel in your hair. But the squeeze bottle, these are the ones that we are giving away today. So the lucky winners will be very lucky, and they would love this product because look at my hair, and we have other customers who have, calling or texting, or who have actually been coming back because they love the product.
Again, the business name is Nutrita Growth, and this is what, you just heard it from the entrepreneur herself. This is what you will get. So we have the announcement to make as to who the lucky winners are, and the first lucky winner is Shana Crossman. Congratulations,
Oh, Shanna.
Shanna, okay, so you know this person.
Yes.
Shanna Crossman. Congratulations, Shanna. The second winner is, and I hope I'm saying this name right, I might just have to spell it, Ziamara Henry. Ziamara Henry, begins with an X, all right. Ziamara Henry. So you have won yourself a lovely product from Nutrita Growth.
Congratulations.
So thank you.
Congratulations.
For those of you who want to know how to participate in the future, of course, you can log on to our social media pages at Studio 327 Inc. The instructions will be there. And yeah, we'll hopefully have another giveaway tomorrow. But I do want to thank the entrepreneurs from Nutrita Growth for partnering with us for this Christmas giveaway.
Mhm.
Thank you. It's been an honor to meet you, Ariana, and to see you again, Avis.
Yes.
All the best of luck with your business.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
All right, you're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
We'll be back with more Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
I wear a mask because I
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who can support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen? Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
You're watching Good Morning SKN. Tonight is the Soca Monarch Finals for Sugar Mass 50. Yesterday we featured the reigning Soca Monarch, Lucas H.E. Well, Jamie and I are inviting you to jump into the time machine as we look back at winning songs from the 4 past Soca Monarch competitions. So yeah, we're going to take a trip into the time machine.
Yeah, first we'll have a look at the 2012 to 2013 Soca Monarch Takeover's winning song. I like this one, Paint the Sky.
I don't think that's...
For this carnival, I want to see everybody walking something. It doesn't matter if it's big, broad, slim, or thing, just box something. Even if it's your best friend, girl, me say just box something. I had to walk it. 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 Walk it, good. Yes, I hear. My partner come tell me. He traveling for the carnival, I want me to watch the lady. He ain't want she go Juve.
I mean, I'm just shocked at the energy. I'm just shocked at the energy. I don't...
You said you felt the energy. Mimi.
I did. I felt the energy for, I saw the energy for Takeover's winning performance, Paint the Sky. I don't remember that song particularly, but his energy, I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah, the energy doesn't surprise me anymore when we're talking about these things, because we had one in the studio here yesterday talking about, so much energy that I felt it. So I still feel
you
it.
still seem to be feeling it.
Still feel the energy. Still feel the energy. So yeah, definitely Paint the Sky, high energy song, as you rightly said. One of the things that I like to see, especially with these performances, is that the audience just seems to be moving with whatever the singer says. It's like this mood where you can let go of control and just go with it. It's almost like a spiritual experience.
Have you had the experience before?
Virtually.
Like many of our viewers. That's fine, yeah, like many of our viewers right now. And the next song that we had was Mr. Hype's winning song. I remember that one, Walk It. I remember that one. I don't know if you... And the thing about it is that when you meet him in person, he's completely different. Like, he's very quiet, very reserved, almost a little shy. But when he gets on stage and he's now Mr. Hype, he is definitely hyped.
Mr. Hype might be watching, because for those of you who recognize him, he is in our intro. The very last scene, I think. He's the one who actually walks to the sofa and turns that television on to Good Morning SKN. So, yeah. Different energy vibe, don't
Yes, again, like he has his alter ego, and again, when he's on stage, he's almost unrecognizable.
You remember that song. What do you remember most about it? What stood out most for you?
I think the dancing. I think I don't know if we could play that part of the clip again, but I remember the walk-in. yes.
So, okay, so maybe what we can do for another segment, I'm just throwing this out, that we're going to have Mimi do that song for us tomorrow, right? Since you like it so much, we're going to bring the energy.
No, I'll leave that to the professionals. I'll leave that to the professionals.
I'm kidding. All right, so the third song that we played for you in this video was...
I'm going out tonight. Or dry cleaning picked up and delivered? Well, Express Laundry has got you covered. We will pick up and deliver your laundry or dry cleaning and from our partner laundromat, fast and easy.
You want me to go home with him? Nice.
Right,
I'm there for ready for this. I noticed he ain't got a condom, but I'm gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this is my first time.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Those of you who were wondering what happened to our feed a little while ago, it was because the energy coming from Mimi about the excitement concerning that song generally tended to black us out, didn't it?
Yes, it did. We're pretending today, so I'll say yes.
You're something else. All right, so we're talking about the other two songs on that video that you saw a little while ago, and song number 3, winning song from 2014 to 2015, is What You Gonna Do, right? Soca Monarch, Sugar Bowl.
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, we know that he has that energy morning, noon, and night. So seeing him on stage, it wasn't shocking to me at all, but it definitely was entertaining.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, that wig, awesome.
Oh,
and
man,
amazing.
the wig, huh?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And the gyrating.
Yes. And as you said, like the whole crowd is pumped and excited. The persons on stage also super pumped, and everybody's moving, as you said, in unison, a spiritual experience.
The energy is, it's contagious.
It
honestly.
is.
sometimes I look at these things and I go, where did we learn to dance like that? Historian again, right? Back to our roots.
Right, very much so back to our roots. And it's actually alleged, I don't want to fight with anybody in the region, but it's actually alleged that St. Kitts women walk up the best. It's what they say. It's what they say. I'm just saying what they say.
You could say what they say. You might be right because
I'm absolutely right. You see that video?
I wasn't going to say. Hey, no, I wasn't going to leave it like that. What I was going to say, for clarity, is that the origin of that term "walk up" seemed to be St. Kitts and Nevis that I heard. So if we are the best at doing it, we should be. It originated here.
Right. So we'll take that one. And the final song that we traveled back in time to see, in the time machine, is Can't Wait by Nichabi, and that was the 2015 to 2016 Soca Monarch. I love that song.
I love the way that we're going through the time machine and we're just like, so close in the time machine.
Yeah, so we're not that far. We're not that far back.
15 and 2016. Yeah, Nichabi, man.
Yeah.
Awesome artist, Mimi. Awesome
Amazing.
artist.
I remember the Stickle. I remember we had Stickle on the show recently, and he did the rhythm for that song, and it was super popular all over the region. I heard even, top DJs playing that song in their mix, so I was always really, really excited.
Yes. Awesome. I mean, I can't wait to see what
you
the future
can't wait.
holds. Hey, that's funny, right? I can't wait.
Right.
Right. Well, I shouldn't be waiting. We're talking about Nichabi here. So,
right. So again, the Soca Monarch competition is tonight. And are you going, Jamie? Are you going to be... I mean, you're enjoying listening to the music so much.
Listening to the music so much.
You enjoyed Ruka so much as well.
Yeah,
Maybe you should go.
Maybe. Tickets still available?
I think so. You
still
could you could go on Carnival's Facebook page and see
nice.
if they have... Oh, you could watch virtually as well.
Well, I can.
Remember, they're open to a live audience, and also you could watch virtually. So yeah, if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, like Jamie, you could always get it this evening or today. As soon as we log off at 10, you could get your tickets, or you could go in person. So yeah, I'm really excited to see who will win. I can't wait to see the video clips. I may not be able. Yes, I can't wait either. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting carnival. I mean,
It
coming out of
will.
COVID. Can't wait to see. And we keep saying that. Can't wait. That's our new tagline, by the way, for this segment when we're doing Soca. Yesterday was high energy. Today's that we can't wait. Right?
Today's that we can't.
So
we
let us
can't
know
wait.
if you can't wait. All right, go to our comments page on our social media pages. Let us know what you're looking forward to most for this carnival season, and even for this Christmas season. All right, what your plans are. Bring the energy. Bring it good vibes only.
Yes, you keep quoting people's songs. Maybe you need to do a soca. Would you ever sing soca? Have you ever sung a soca song?
You see how Mimi's putting me on the spot?
I'm not putting you on the spot. You know, I talked about, trying new things.
Calypso once, and it wasn't my choice. It was in high school, and Irv Swanson gave me that song to sing. I did two at the time, and it was a Sparrow song.
Do you remember it?
I do remember it.
I remember. You want to drop a few lines?
Do I want to drop a few lines? Well, it's in keeping with what Miss said, because she's like, try again, right? So yeah, I think that was it.
That's the name of the song?
Yeah.
Can you give us a refresher of how that song goes?
I already sang once today, and I don't think our listeners and our viewers want to hear me sing again. We still don't know whether they were supporting Team Mimi or Jamie, by the way. So yeah,
We'll find out.
We'll find out in the comments. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the time machine for today. Keep watching. More Good Morning SKN is on the other side of the break.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
You're watching Good Morning SKN with Mimi Armstrong and Jamie Morris, live on Studio 327.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Personalized gifting suggests thought and knowledge of the person giving the gift. That's true. On Tuesday, 21st December, we were joined on Good Morning SKN with Mrs. Celia Barron France, Quintessential Shop.
Yeah, she made those nice masks for us.
Yeah, she made those nice masks for us, which I posted on Facebook. Thank you again. All right, so in that segment, we discussed personalized gifting. In addition to giving presents, many of us like these gifts accompanied with a card. That's so true. Hallmark cards are a very familiar go-to that many of us have used to express sentiments on paper to our loved ones. But did you know that you can get a personalized gift card done right here in St. Kitts and Nevis? I did not know that. So we're about to find out, I suspect. So our next guest is known for her intricately designed cards that in many cases can be the gift itself. Please help us welcome Mrs. Chanel Miller of, I love the name, Intricate Designs. Awesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm well. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
You look happy.
Businesswoman as usual. I realized you came for your seat and I said, I love that about you. You're like straight to business. So let's get straight to business, all right?
That's no problem.
How long have you been personalizing these cards?
A little over 5 years.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a long time.
I have customers who have grown with me. You know, I've seen their changes in interest and that sort of thing, and I gear to meet those interests and, you know, just meet their growing changes. But yes, a little over 5 years.
That's a long time. Is it a full-time venture or something that you do?
No, it's part-time.
Something that you do part-time. Yes. So, okay, part-time. So how do you find the balance between your full-time job, your part-time job, and then everything else?
Excellent questions. There are times when I'm grinding.
I'm sure December is one of them.
2 a.m., 3 a.m. I've gone straight into morning, next day go to work. Yes. Unfortunately, I have a very helpful husband. He helps me sometimes when he sees that I'm on that type of grind. So, yes.
Shout outs to him, husband.
So are these cards by demand only? So
yes,
okay.
Yes. So I would get the request and I would seek some information to personalize it. If the person is into sports, if they're into gardening, if they're into law. I remember one time I did a law Christmas card. I love that card. I think I've had cards gone to England and Anguilla and Canada and all those things.
So you're international.
Yes. So I get to meet the needs of whatever the personal interest of that person is. Yes.
So what is the typical price range and time, like ahead of time? So if I wanted a card for Christmas, which is 2 days from now, could I still?
I usually request at least 3 to 4 days in advance. Yes, because the designing aspect, the cutting aspect, and then the assembling. Yes. Yeah.
And the price range?
The price range, it depends, between 25 and up. Depending on what you want.
Correct.
If you want something jumping out of a box, I can do that.
You can do that?
Yes, I can do that.
It sounds like you can do it all. You have quite an operation for part-time. And when she said she was grinding.
Actually, what I've discovered about, you know, this craft is it has an element of engineering. I didn't know I was an engineer. You know, I have to make sure that this isn't too top heavy for this, depending on the type of design I'm doing and that sort of thing. So really unique. I marvel at the things that come out of these hands and this mind. But I thank God for what is, and I thank also my customers for relying and depending on me for giving them that, you know, and having the confidence in me to be able to do that. So yeah.
Well, since we're talking about customers, the question is, where can we find you? Are you on social media?
Yes, I'm on Facebook and I'm on WhatsApp. I'm not on Instagram at the moment, but I'll get there.
Yes, you will. And it's
Intri-Cut Designs with a Z on the end.
All right. Intri-Cut Designs.
Yes.
On Facebook. And what's your number? What's your WhatsApp number?
My number is 668-5245. 668-5245.
Well, awesome conversation so far. We are talking with Chanel Miller of Intricate Designs. And when we come back, Mrs. Miller will take us through the process of creating, I'm feeling this, creating
Yes.
personalized gift cards. So we'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16, and your daughter at 13. So girl look me, but me know in that. Big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
And we're back with Chanel Miller of Intricate Designs, who will take us through the process of creating personal cards. And yes. I know my card will be better than Jamie. Just want to say that.
Well, they're all the same, but it depends on how you choose to jazz it up. Okay, so if you open your folders, we will be what you call layering. Mm-hmm. So you start with your card base. I have mine folded already. So you just fold it in half and you use this tool to score it. Give it a nice crease. So you use, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, and then we layer it now with our glue dot. Take this and you turn it on the back side and just one strip down.
That's with this paper?
Yes. On the matte side, on the white one, yes. And we try to center that as much as possible.
On the matte side?
On the matte side, yes. Turn it the other way.
The other way.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Easy does it.
It's so much fun, man. I get to have fun when I come to work. Awesome.
Okay. And then we will place that on the green, our card base.
Mm-hmm. The outside part?
Yes, on the outside.
Does it matter how close or far it's from the margin? Or
it doesn't, but it might be best to center it.
Okay.
So, we're almost there. Did yours stick?
Yeah. I feel like a child, by the way. It's so much fun.
Okay, and then we are going to use this strip of red and this strip of white. And we're going to layer that. So we're going to use white, and we're going to put the glue on there.
This is so cool. I actually thought this was Tipex.
Yes, they have all sorts of things to try and make your life a little easier.
So we're putting it on the red.
And we're putting it on the red.
Okay.
And now we're going to layer that on the white. And we're going to put it maybe about a 1/4 inch away from the white. Or you can put it right to the edge if you want. It's up to you.
Okay.
You design it however
Let's see
you
if
wish.
Mimi knows measurements.
Oh yes, that's another thing. Doing this, I have learned so much. I've improved on measurements.
Really?
And yes, that sort of thing. See? Looking good so far. Excellent. And now we are going to layer this white on this red. The square. Center.
This is
You've
so
got
much
the hang
fun.
of this.
You're a good teacher.
So do you do all your cutouts beforehand?
Well, in this case, I did, but yes. when I have a card to make, I have to go through the creative process. So I have to think about, okay, what is it that I want to relay? What is it that? How do I want this customer to feel? You know, so I have to think about it first. I do some research, and I just let the creativity go. I use my the design space that I use is computer based, so. I have to design it on the computer and all that. Yes. So.
Oh, so
and then,
again.
yes.
Right. Gotcha.
We're going to place this. You can place it with a little space or
I see.
wherever
Anywhere
you
I
want.
it.
Yes, anywhere you want to.
Nice.
And now we're going to put our greeting on. So I did 3 different greetings. Well, I have 2 Merry Christmas and 1 Happy Holidays. So if you're not a person who is into Christmas, there are some persons who don't necessarily like the term Christmas, but they would say Happy Holidays. We have a Happy Holidays. So, and then we place that
that's
there.
so nice.
Or if you want, we can actually bump this up a bit. You know, give it a little bit more definition.
Dimension.
Yes, and dimension. And we use some. Double-sided tape, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys do that.
Oh, different, nice. I love it. Going good so far. And now we are going to add our ornaments.
We got ornaments.
We have ornaments.
This is the closest Mimi is getting to decorating her tree, by the way. So.
My tree's pretty close. You know, I'll bring a picture of how far my tree is tomorrow.
If you want, I can make you some ornaments to put on your tree. That might get you going if you have not.
See what I just did, Mimi? You're getting gifts already, you know, courtesy of me, right?
Right.
Right, so where does this go? Anywhere I want?
Anywhere you
Oh,
want.
this is
Anywhere
awesome.
you want. It's your creativity.
I can see why you're up at 2 or 3 in the morning to get this done.
Because it's like, okay, where do I put this? And now I'm just going to put this. Okay. I'm going to just layer these however I want to.
Have you ever had like a challenging card to make?
Oh, yes, certainly. I have. And perhaps it's the type of material I chose to use. I might have to redo it, or you know, something just isn't working out. Do you need some glue dots, or you're okay?
No, fine.
Something isn't working out the way you thought it would.
Yes, and I'm like, oh my. But
so it's not always fun.
It's not it doesn't always work out as, you know, your plan. I worked with some ribbons, so you can add some ribbons as well.
Oh, this is such a nice
I'm going to hurry up and finish mine just to show our viewers what we've done, because it seems like we're almost out of time.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't yield substantial.
If you want, you can jazz it up with some rhinestones as well.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. You're on a roll. You're a pro. Look out for you.
Well, thank you very much. You know, it's nice to be Appreciate it.
I'm just going to add some pine leaves, some black pine leaves, so a pop of color.
That's what you have in here.
Yes. I have them in one, so you take from here.
Thank you.
And we're just going to stick them on any way you wish, anyhow you wish.
Mimi, we're going to have to show our viewers what we've done. I know they're dying to see the comparisons, as usual.
Well, as usual, Jamie's going to bring his B+ game. It's
what
you said. Exactly, it's what you said.
I said that.
It's what you said.
You know, we were playing pretend earlier, so
Okay.
pretending. I'm bringing my A game for this, though. This is too much fun.
Yes, yes. And you can give these to your loved ones, your mom, dad.
What did you use to stick this one?
Oh, the glue.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You know what would be great if you had like a work. I mean, I know people have like paint and tips. Can we have like a paint and make a card?
Oh, that's
another name isn't really catchy, but
that's an excellent idea.
Paint and make a card. This is so much fun, by the way.
It is.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
Yes, I'm happy that you are. And I'm going to put a rhinestone just here to jazz it up a little bit. Yes.
I love that.
Excellent.
Aww.
I'll show you mine.
I'm almost
Let's
done.
see Mimi's
I
own.
don't think we got that at home, so let's raise it again.
Okay.
Back to the camera one more time.
Aw.
So now, Mimi, we're just waiting for
How
yours.
cute. I'm almost done. Wait. You can't wash creativity and genius.
Oh, my.
You don't know that?
When you're on a schedule, you make exceptions. Sometimes.
And in on the inside, I would have bought some, but you can do that later. You just, I walked with some red and some white.
I will do
Let's
this.
see.
I will do this. I will complete it. I will post a picture. I will tag you.
Thank you.
And so you will see what the completed version looks like.
Excellent. Let's see Mimi's.
I can stick in my bowl. It keeps falling off. 1 second.
You guys at home are noticing how much time Mimi's taking, right?
It's creative genius.
Yes.
You can't
rush the process.
She says she needs 3 days in advance. Look at my card now.
Yes. Excellent, excellent. You all are super students.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we want to thank you for stopping by and bringing a little fun to our day with the designs from Intricate Designs, and we wish you all of the best in your endeavors. We'll be back for more Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
The St. Kitts Diabetes Association wants to encourage you to remember the association's gospel, abbreviated TEAM, in order to maintain good control of your diabetes. T, you must test your blood sugar regularly. E, you must eat right with decent quantities of vegetables and fruits and eliminate sugary products. E, you must exercise frequently, at least 4 to 6 times weekly for 30 minutes or more each time. And M, you must take your medication as prescribed by your healthcare provider. If you follow this gospel, you will significantly reduce your chances of encountering the dreaded complications associated with poor control of diabetes, namely kidney failure, blindness, heart disease, stroke, and amputations. Visit your healthcare provider regularly to ensure good control of your diabetes and to access early intervention in case of any unexpected complications. Come and join the St. Kitts Diabetes Association and add your voice and your efforts to those working to ease the burden of persons living with diabetes. Thank you.
You're watching Good Morning SKN with Mimi Armstrong and Jamie Morris, live on Studio 327.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It's time now for What's Happening. So what's happening, Mimi?
Well, last night was the National Carnival Swimsuit Pageant. So last night, 5 contestants were Dana Wilkin, Valencia Kelly, yes, because she was here with us this week. Michaela Stevens, Shantara Hewlett, and Ngazi Nichols competed to be the winner of the National Swimsuit Competition. After making enormous sacrifice and putting in long hours of practice and blood, sweat, and tears, there was a winner announced, and it was Ngazi Nichols.
Oh, okay.
So she was the queen. She came first one up. Shantara, Ngazi is the queen, yes. Shantara Hewlett was first runner-up, and Valencia Kelly was second runner-up. So
good,
yeah, our
good
girl
stuff.
did really well.
Good stuff. All right, and finally, for what's happening, we've got the Soca Monarch Finals. So as we mentioned earlier, tonight is the Soca Mass 50 Soca Monarch Finals. As we said before, the lineup for this year's finals is absolutely incredible. The competition is split in 2 sections. I love this groovy segment, if that's groovy at all. And the competing artists are Nisha B, NV. Yeah, NV. And why?
Is it Nine?
Nine. That looked
Is
like
it
a V.
Nine?
I apologize. It's Nine. Take it back. Nine. Jazzbo and Tobap. KO.
Yeah.
Blade. Mr. Hype. Yeah. De jour.
Oh my God,
Cool.
I'm Dejour's biggest fan.
Yeah, this is a great
Just
lineup
wanted
here.
to say, Dejour, I'm your biggest.
And Ruckus HE. And the power for the segment of the artists are T-Bone, Mr. Hype, Takeover, Infamous, and so much more. So go to Carnival Village at 8 p.m., go check it out. And guess what? You'll have a good time, and you'll also have a good time when you come back tomorrow for more Good Morning SKN. See you guys at 8. Bye-bye.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, SKN.